Alright guys, if you're a filmmaker, videographer, or content creator looking to build your lens kit on a budget, this one is for you. Today we're diving into the best Sony lenses you can get for under $500, and I have some hidden gems at the end for some cinema glasses that you could get for under $500 that punch way beyond their price point. So stick around to the end. Let's get to it. Alright guys, you already know what time it is. If you like content like this, make sure you like and subscribe to your boy. Again, we are on the way to 1,000, so yeah, just show some love and let's get right into the video. Alright guys, let's start this off with a classic, and this by far is my favorite lens, and I have to throw this in there. Even though this is not a Sony E-mount lens, you can easily buy an adapter for this. This is the Sigma 18-35 f1.8, and guys, in the beginning of my filmmaking journey, I literally used this for about 3 to 4 years straight, and I can still use this right now today and get amazing image quality. It's nice, beautiful, sharp. You get an aperture of f1.8, which is fixed all throughout the range. Guys, it's beautiful and it's amazing. You can shoot from 18 to 35, and this is perfect for anybody who has an APS-C camera out there, whether you're shooting with an FX30 or any other kind of APS-C Sony camera, or other brands too as well, because this comes in Canon EF mount, but you can easily mount this to Sony cameras. And yeah, this is a go-to, this is a powerhouse, and there's still people using this today on professional settings all the time. It's literally an amazing lens that you can honestly buy and keep in your lens kit forever, and it's still going to be beautiful years down the line. So definitely invest in that if you guys have the budget and the flexibility, and you can find it on the aftermarket for extremely cheap. So that's the first one. All right, and let's hop into the next lens. The next lens is a beauty, and I actually used this a lot last year for a lot of projects. This is the Sony Zeiss 55mm f1.8. Notice something consistent here. I like the lower aperture lenses just because they give you a lot more flexibility. If you're a content creator, filmmaker, videographer, there's gonna be situations where you can't control all of the lighting, especially if you're doing a lot of run and gun work. This Zeiss 55mm is beautiful. It's beautiful for interviews. That 50mm is the reason why they call it the Nifty 50, because you can do so much with it. It's beautiful for B-roll, and I use this on a lot of corporate shoots. I use this for weddings. I use it for a lot of things. It's beautiful, it's sharp, just like the Sigma lens. Is also very compact and lightweight, so I actually use this a lot when I traveled, and I also use this a lot for photography. This is a do it all kind of lens, and it's also can work with APS-C and full frame. So if you have a full frame camera, this is the lens for you. So definitely go ahead and check that out, and if you guys want to, definitely buy it. You can find it on the aftermarket for under $500. You can find it as low as $300, which is a crazy amazing buy. So if you have the budget, the flexibility, and you don't already have a 50mm, I would advise you get that one. All right, now if you love creamy bokeh and you want to shoot from a distance, this is the lens for you. I use this a lot for beauty shoots, wedding shoots. This is the Sony 85mm f1.8. Beautiful lens, creamy bokeh, definitely dreamy. I used it a lot for wedding videos just because when shooting a bride or shooting a couple together, it just gave it a nostalgic, not really nostalgic, but it just gave it such a beautiful creamy bokeh, beautiful look. It's very beautiful for beauty shoots. It's good for fashion, and if you like to kind of be further away and capture your subjects that way, this is the lens for you as well. It's also perfect for interviews if you need that second angle. So if you already have the wide angle for like a documentary style interview, and then you want to get a second close-up angle, it's perfect for that. And of course, you can find this again for under $500. I believe you can find this as low as $400, but don't quote me on that. Check on eBay, check on Facebook Marketplace, and trust me, thank me later, but plug that in. Okay, now if you're getting into content creation, you're getting into videography, filmmaking work, I have to put a 24-70 in here just because of the versatility that you get. There's gonna be multiple times where you're shooting different things that you're not sure the focal length that you might need, and having a 24-70 really can save you in so many places because it fills so many gaps, right? So the Zeiss 24-70 f4 is the one that I want to mention here for under $500. Of course, there's a bunch of 24-70s out there that's extremely amazing. There's a bunch of 24-70s with f2.8, which I would recommend, but if you're looking for something under $500, this particular lens, you get a lot of bang for your buck. You get a lot of beautiful image quality. The only thing is that it is an f4 lens, so it's not as good in low light, but of course, if you have something like the Zeiss 1.8 and the Sigma 18-35 and different lenses that can go low, if you're in a situation where you need something for low light, you can just use those lenses. But if you're in a situation situation where you're shooting outside, you have a lot of light, where you have control over what you're shooting, you have lights and stuff like that, this lens will take you a long way. So again, thank me later. All right, now the next lens I want to mention is another Sigma lens. This is the Sigma 35 HSM art lens. Guys, this lens is absolutely amazing. Now, when you look up the Sigma 35mm f, this is a f1.4 lens, but this is the HSM. They have different versions. They have the DG, DN, I believe is the name. Basically, they took their, don't quote me on this, but they took their EF mount lenses and they converted it into E mount lenses. And a lot of people bought the newer versions, but I actually had the HSM and I used that for a year straight. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this particular 35mm lens stayed on my A camera, my main camera, for most of my wedding day when I was shooting a lot of weddings. With this lens, you get a beautiful, beautiful bokeh. You get that shallow depth of field. It is sharp and it is beautiful. Guys, trust me. So that's the one thing out here, is that the reason why I want to do this video is because there is so much value that you can get from lenses like this, as opposed to buying the Sony G Master lenses. You can still achieve a beautiful result by investing in lenses like these, because there's so many other things you're gonna have to buy, like lights, audio stuff. So it's good to just invest in what you can afford and then build your thing up later. So with these, I use this lens for literally like a year, and nobody can tell the difference whether or not I was using this lens and the newest Sigma lens or the G Master lenses. I still book clients all the time, and I still had a whole bunch of people that love my videos. And again, I'll be dropping videos all throughout this of all these lenses so that you guys can see, because I use most of these lenses throughout my career. So yeah. All right, now on to the bonus section. I want to talk about cinema glass, and in this section I don't have as many recommendations, just because some of the cinema glasses that I invested in were a little bit higher price. But when it comes to just punching way above its price point, I have to mention the SLR Magic SLR Magic Mini Primes, I believe that's the name of it. I'm gonna drop a link down in the description for you guys, but I use this on a couple of documentary creative shoots, and this lens, it has a bunch of character. It's beautiful. When you shoot with it, you do have to, when you go in post, you do have to adjust the contrast ratio, just because it can shoot a little bit more, what's the word? The image right out of camera, it comes out a little bit flat, but once you tweak it in post, guys, it's a beauty. And I have been able to get so many amazing things with this lens. I'm actually mad that I got rid of them, but it was because I was investing in other things, and I just needed the money to invest in other places. But it's definitely a lens that is very, very beautiful. And if you want to get into using cinema glass and you're looking to invest in like your first pair of cinema lenses, but you don't have a crazy financial budget, trust me, you guys can get a lot of amazing shots with the SLR Magic. So don't be afraid of that. Definitely lock in and give it a try. Let me know what you guys think. All right, and the next set of cinema lenses that I have to mention, these are kind of like the king of the budget cinema lenses. They were around for a long time. I don't hear people talk about them as much now, but this is the Rokinon Cine DS. This line of lenses, they have amazing image quality. I actually have never owned them, but I had a few friends that have, and I've used them before, and I'm always amazed by just the image quality and the sharpness that they are able to have. And on top of that, I don't feel like it's too sharp, so it still has a little bit of character. These are beautiful lenses. So if you're looking to invest in cinema glass and you want to start off at a lower price point, these are lenses that I can confidently recommend you and know that you will be happy with the ending result. So that's it for the bonus as far as like the cinema lenses. All right, guys, so that's all I got for you guys as far as budget lenses that I have interacted with, I have used over the time. I'm sure there's a whole bunch more. So if you guys have any suggestions, make sure you drop that down in the comment section below. And if this was helpful for you guys, please drop a like, comment, and make sure you subscribe to your boy, because I'm on the way to 1,000. I'm very, very excited about finally getting monetized on the channel. But with that being said, I love and appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys for tuning into another video, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. We out.